In the grand halls of Mayfair, every smile hides a story, and every love hides a lie. Colin Bridgerton's perfect marriage to Penelope Featherington seems like the ten's happiest ending, but perfection. In this world, always comes at a price. Behind their elegant dances and charming glances lies something that threatens to shatter everything they've built. Because in season 4 of Bridgerton, even true love has a dark secret waiting to be revealed. It all begins with what seems like the dream every Bridgerton fan has waited for: the wedding of Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington. After seasons of longing glances, quiet heartbreaks, and hidden letters, the two finally stand hand in hand beneath a sky filled with promise. The crowd whispers with delight. The Queen watches with approval, and for a moment, it feels like the ton has found its newest golden couple. The wedding is pure magic. Penelope glows with happiness, her gown shimmering like starlight. Colin, ever the gentleman, smiles with a calm confidence that makes everyone believe in love again. Friends cheer, and music swells. And even Eloise can't help but smile at her. Brothers' joy, it's the kind of moment where the world feels right, where heartbreak and scandal seem like distant memories. But as every Bridgerton fan knows, happiness in this world never lasts forever. Days after the wedding, the newlyweds settle into their new life: elegant dinners, gentle strolls through the gardens, and endless admiration from society. Penelope is adored for her wit and kindness. Colin is praised for his loyalty and charm. Together, they're the talk of London, the couple that everyone wants to be. Yet, beneath their picture-perfect smiles, a quiet unease begins to grow. Penelope feels it first. A strange distance in Colin's eyes, a hesitation in his words. Something unspoken that sits heavy in the air between them. As she moves through the halls of their new home, she notices small things: a locked drawer in Colin's study, letters he quickly hides, and moments where he seems lost in thought. He claims it's business or exhaustion. But Penelope's heart tells her otherwise. She has lived too long in a world of secrets to ignore the feeling that something is wrong. Meanwhile, society keeps celebrating their union, blind to the tension behind closed doors. Lady Whistledown, now silent after her own scandals, has disappeared from the papers, but her shadow still looms over the ton. Every whisper, every side glance reminds Penelope of the truth she's hiding, that she was once the voice that judged others, and now she fears being judged herself. Still, Penelope smiles. She plays her role perfectly: the devoted wife, the adored lady, because she believes in love, and she believes in Colin. But late at night, when she lies awake beside him, she wonders what secrets her husband keeps in the dark, and whether their fairy tale beginning is already turning into something far more dangerous. It begins quietly, a change so small, even Penelope almost misses it. Colin, once open and warm, starts to drift away. His laughter fades sooner, his words become shorter, and his eyes, they carry a weight she can't name. Every evening, when the candles flicker low, Penelope watches him write letters in secret. Letters he never mentions, sealed with a crest she doesn't recognize. At first, she tells herself it's nothing. He's a Bridgerton. After all, duties, business, endless expectations. But soon, excuses can no longer hide the truth. He leaves the house before dawn, returning long after midnight. He's distant during breakfast, distracted at gatherings, and his smile no longer reaches his eyes. Penelope feels it like a shadow, growing over their love, silent, cold, and unrelenting. One afternoon, while arranging flowers in their sitting room, Penelope overhears Colin speaking in hushed tones to a stranger. His voice is sharp, defensive, unlike anything she's ever heard. When she enters, he freezes. The stranger leaves quickly, avoiding her gaze. Colin forces a smile and says it was just an old friend, but the lie sits heavy between them. The nights grow quieter after that. Colin spends more time alone in his study, the door always locked. Penelope's curiosity turns to worry, then fear. She begins noticing things that don't make sense: missing coins from the family chest, a scent of tobacco she doesn't recognize, a letter left half burned in the fireplace. And one line, still visible through the ash, sends chills through her heart. If she finds out, everything is lost. Penelope's hands shake as she stares at the words. She doesn't know who wrote them or what they mean, but she knows they're about her. Her mind races back to Colin's travels, the places he went, the people he met. He told her stories of adventure and discovery. But what if some parts of that story were never meant to be told? The next morning, she tries to confront him, her voice trembles, her heart heavy with dread. But Colin simply looks at her and says, "Some things are better left buried. Pen." It's the first time he's ever used her name like a warning. From that moment on, the illusion begins to break. The grand Bridgerton home, once filled with laughter and light, feels colder. The music of their marriage slows to silence. And in that silence, Penelope realizes that the man she loves might be hiding something far darker than she ever imagined. Because love built on secrets doesn't stay love for long, and in the world of the ton, the truth has a way of finding its way to the light. Penelope has always lived in two worlds, the quiet girl no one noticed, and the sharp voice behind Lady Whistledown, the one everyone feared. But now, both worlds are crashing together. She's no longer the hidden observer of scandals. She's the one living inside one. Every morning feels heavier than the last. Colin sits across from her at breakfast, smiling softly, pretending nothing is wrong. But Penelope can feel the space between them widening like a crack in glass. She wants to believe him, to trust that whatever secret he hides is harmless. Yet deep down, she knows the man she loves is keeping something that could destroy them both. She spends her days trying to appear perfect, visiting friends, attending tea parties, nodding politely at the endless gossip. But her mind never rests. Every whisper in the room sounds like it's about her. Every headline she doesn't write feels like a ghost haunting her. The voice of Lady Whistledown still lives inside her, urging her to uncover the truth. No matter how painful it may be, late at night, when Colin finally sleeps, Penelope returns to her old desk, the one where it all began. The quill feels familiar in her hand, but this time her words tremble with fear instead of confidence. She begins to write again, not to expose others, but to understand her own story. Each line she writes feels like a confession, a reminder that she, too, is built on secrets. One night, she searches Colin's study again. The moonlight spills across his desk, revealing a small wooden box hidden beneath stacks of maps and papers. Inside, she finds a ring, not hers, not anyone she recognizes, and a faded letter sealed in wax. Her breath catches as she reads the first few words. "To my dearest, I never meant to hurt you." The letter isn't signed, but the handwriting, it's Colin's. Tears fill her eyes. The words blur. She doesn't know who the letter was meant for or what it means. But one truth becomes clear. Her husband has been hiding more than just memories of the past. The next morning, Penelope looks at herself in the mirror. The reflection that stares back is no longer the shy girl from before. It's Lady Whistledown, silent, watchful, and ready to uncover the truth. Because if Colin is keeping secrets, she will find them, even if it means breaking her own heart. Whispers travel faster than carriages in the streets of London, and soon, the quiet tension in Colin and Penelope's home becomes the talk of the entire ton. One glance at a dinner party, one nervous smile, one unguarded moment. That's all it takes for the rumors to start. Something is wrong with the Bridgertons, they say, something hidden behind all that charm. The family that once defined perfection now finds themselves under the sharp eye of society. Lady Danbury senses it first, that strange unease that lingers in every room Colin enters. Anthony Bridgerton tries to protect his brother, but even he can't ignore the whispers. And Eloise sees the truth no one else dares to speak. She watches Penelope with a heavy heart, torn between friendship and betrayal. At the grand ball of the season, the tension finally spills over. The lights shimmer, the orchestra plays, and everyone dances. But the smiles are masks. Penelope moves through the crowd, her gown glittering, her heart racing. Across the room, Colin speaks. With a stranger in a dark corner, their faces hidden, their conversation sharp, the queen, ever observant, watches them closely. She's seen this before, love turned into scandal, secrets born from pride. She leans to her attendant and whispers, something wicked stirs in the Bridgerton house that night. Lady Whistledown's papers return, folded neatly on silver. Trays delivered to every doorstep before dawn. The headline burns like fire across London. The perfect marriage built on ally is a Bridgerton betrayal. Gasps echo through parlors, cups drop, fans freeze mid-wave. The 10 is alive again, not with romance, but with suspicion. And no one suspects that the woman who once wrote their secrets might now be the target of her own. Penelope's world collapses as the gossip spreads. Friends turn cold, invitations vanish, and when she confronts Colin, demanding to know the truth, he finally breaks, the anger in his voice. The fear in his eyes, it's not just guilt, it's terror. The truth never stays buried in Bridgerton, it only waits for the right moment to strike. And now, that moment has come. The rain hasn't stopped for days. The streets glisten under storm clouds. And inside the Bridgerton estate, silence fills. Every corner, Penelope stands alone in the study, the same room where she found the hidden letter, the same room where Colin's secrets began. The fireplace flickers, the air heavy with tension. She holds the ring she found, her fingers trembling. When Colin enters, the look in his eyes is no longer the gentle warmth she once knew. It's fear and guilt. He tries to speak. But Penelope is done with silence. Her voice breaks the stillness. Who was she, Colin, the one you wrote to? For a moment, he doesn't answer. Then, softly, he admits the truth, the kind of truth that changes everything. The ring and letter weren't for another woman, but for someone gone, a woman he met long before returning home, someone whose death still haunts him. A mistake he's tried to bury beneath duty, love, and the illusion of perfection. Penelope listens, her heart torn between pain and compassion. The man she loves isn't unfaithful, he's broken. Haunted by guilt, burdened by loss, and too afraid to let her see his scars. But as she reaches for him, Colin pulls away. You deserve a better man than the one I've become, he whispers. Tears fill her eyes. Then let me choose that for myself. The storm outside roars louder, thunder echoing like the chaos in their hearts. For the first time, the walls between them crumble. The truth, though painful, brings something real, honesty. Yet beyond their doors, the ton still feeds on whispers. Lady Whistledown's latest paper has already spread. And every scandal-loving eye is now turned toward the Bridgertons. Their love may survive the truth, but will society allow it? In the final moments, we see Penelope walking through the rain, her gown soaked, her expression calm yet determined, her voice steady and powerful, echoes over the scene. They wanted perfection, but love, real love, is never perfect. It's raw, it's truth, and now it's ours to tell. Asterisk, the storm has passed, but nothing is the same. The whispers have quieted, yet the damage remains. In the aftermath of truth, London's grandest love story stands forever changed. Colin and Penelope's marriage, once a fairy tale written in gold, now bears the mark of fire and shadow. But something in Penelope has shifted. The girl who once hid behind ink and secrets has become the woman who no longer fears them. Her voice, once hidden in the pages of Lady Whistledown, now speaks louder than the gossip of the entire ton. She has faced betrayal, heartbreak, and scandal, and survived them all across the city. The ton prepares for another season, unaware of what's to come. The Bridgertons rebuild their name, the Featheringtons cling to reputation, and Queen Charlotte sharpens her gaze, ready for her next royal test. But in the quiet corners of London, new secrets begin to stir, a familiar quill dipping back into ink, a single sheet of paper waiting to change everything once again. The camera pans to Penelope's writing desk. The quill gleams under candlelight. She hesitates, then begins to write. Her words flow across the page, elegant and dangerous. Dearest gentle reader, did you truly believe the truth has been told? Music swells, the classic Bridgerton theme woven with a darker tone. The paper folds, sealed in wax, the same emblem we've seen before. Asterisk in the end, the town will remember this season not for its glamour, but for its truth. Behind every smile, there was sorrow. Behind every dance, a lie waiting to be uncovered. Colin and Penelope's story began as a love the world envied, two hearts finally finding their way to each other. But love, in the world of Bridgerton, is never simple. It's not just lace and roses. It's silence, sacrifice, and the courage to face the truth when every eye in London is watching. As the dust settles over Grosvenor Square, one truth stands tall: perfection was never their destiny. Honesty was, and though their hearts are scarred, they beat stronger than before. Because the darkest love stories are often the ones that teach us what love truly means. Lady Whistledown's papers may fall silent once again, but her legacy remains. A reminder that truth, no matter how painful, always finds its voice. The music softens, a single violin echoes in the background. The final narration fades in, gentle, haunting. Unforgettable in this world of gossip and grandeur, even. The purest hearts hide secrets, but remember, dearest gentle reader, love always finds its way through the scandal.